Ooh, nice shot. New match darts? Maybe, not sure yet. So check this out, guys. In this video, I'll show you these darts, brand new to the channel. You guys have never seen them before. You've probably seen them online, but yeah, just got them in the mail. But more importantly, I'm gonna show you and tell you why I use the equipment that I do. Points, barrels, stems, flights. Should be an interesting video. Let's find out. Here we go. Hey, what's up guys? Worldwide here. So we have a bit of a different sort of video for you today. I just received a new to me set of darts in the mail. I actually bought these darts from a subscriber. They were slightly used, although in mint condition, paint removed. So instead of doing a review on them, which I've always wanted to review these things, but instead of doing a review, I'm just going to show you the darts. I will hit you with the stats and dimensions, but more so, I think this video is going to be pointing out or showing you guys all the different equipment that I use and why I specifically choose to use it, which I don't think I've ever done a video like this before. So, by the way, the darts, which I got a great deal on, thank you so much for the person that sold me these, got a great deal on the darts. They are the Karel Sedlacek, I'm sure I'm butchering that, Evil Charlie darts by Bulls. An amazing set of darts. It pretty much ticks all the boxes for me. Very thin, very long, straight barrel, multi-ring dart, mild grip as well. Almost perfect for me. Again, I'm not quite sure if these are going to be my match darts. And the reason I say that is because, I'll put a picture up on the screen there, I'm still using these $16 darts from Darts Clearance. They're not really the type of darts I would normally use, but I can't complain about the numbers I'm putting up with these things. Matter of fact, I played a best of 5 cricket last night. I'll put those stats up on the board. Over a best of 5, I threw a 4.64 mark per round average with these darts. I'm throwing amazingly well with them, so I guess I'll probably use those until I get sick of them. But man, these Sedlacek darts, they're in the running. I mean, like I said, almost perfect for me. So we'll go into the next clip. I'll show you the barrels, hit you with all the stats and dimensions, and then we're going to go through each part of the dart, and I'm going to show and tell you why I use everything I use, from points, barrels, stems, and flights. So yeah, it should be kind of interesting. Here we go. Let's find out. Okay, guys, we're going to start with the barrels. I'm going to tell you why I prefer a longer, skinnier barrel. I'll show you these Sedlacek darts here in just a second, but first, I want to take you back to 2015. These are the 180 reloads. That's when I started using this barrel. I've been using them pretty much right up until last year. Now they don't make this model anymore. So I was looking for a replacement simply because I've repointed these so many times. The point hole is blown out. Plus they were getting old, and yeah, I was just looking for a new set. But yeah, that's what I was using for quite a while. Now the reloads started out as 56 millimeters long. I had them customized. I had 5.5 millimeters cut off the back end. These are 50.5 millimeters long by 5.65 millimeters thin. So super thin. And again, these did come with the reflex points. I hated those things, so we've got these specialty points, and I'm going to talk about specialty points in the next clip. So very mild grip on here as well, probably a grip level 2. So that's pretty much what I prefer. So I used those for a while. Then, as you guys know, some of you may know, I moved on to the 180 Bavaria Ultras last year. I've been using these pretty much for a year with great success. Very similar, although these are 57 millimeters long, 5.8 millimeters wide. So again, I prefer a very skinny barrel. Mild grip on this as well, probably like a grip level just over a 2. These are slightly more grippy than the 180 reloads. And again, that front end with the perfect transition as 180 is known for. So yeah, I use those. I've been using these for the last year. That brings us to today. We've got the Sedlacek darts. I mean, come on, how basic is this? Straight barrel, multi-ring, very mild grip. I would say maybe like a grip level 2 here. What else? Yeah, tapered nose cone. But the reason why I prefer a skinny barrel like this, 54 millimeters long, 5.8 millimeters thin. So super long and very thin. Now, why I prefer a thin barrel is when you get 2 of these in the treble segment, honest to God, visually, it's just so visually appealing. It looks like you could fit 3 or 4 more in the treble segment. And on top of that, a thin dart just feels comfortable in my hands. So that's really the only reason I prefer a thin dart. And now as far as the grip level, I had a huge, just an awful case of dartitis in the past, years ago. I cannot throw with a grippy dart because it sticks to my fingertips, and I don't know, it just makes me overthink things. I need something with a mild grip so it gets out of my fingertips quick and easy. So that's why I prefer a mild grip. And again, long skinny barrel. They just feel nice in my hand, and the visual aspect when they're in the board. You can honestly fit 6 of these in any treble segment. So that's why I prefer the barrels that I do. But let's go into the next clip, and I'm going to talk about the points and why I prefer specialty points, short specialty points. Okay, so let's talk about some points, and guess what? There are 2 specific reasons why I choose to use the points that I do. Now you guys see here, this is a set of Target Storm points. They're flared right here where it almost meets the barrel, and that eliminates the lip on the front of the barrel. Now, a lot of you newer players might be going, lip? Oh, what the heck are you talking about, Worldwide? Well, let me show you with a normal set of darts. So, well, if we can get some focus here. So normal set of darts, normal set of points. You see where it meets the barrel, there is a lip. You can catch your fingernail on that lip. So what that lip does is the incoming dart is going to catch on your expensive molded flights. You know, I use Condors. These things are like $13 a set. So I don't want a set of darts with a lip on the front catching the incoming dart there. So the incoming dart's going to catch on those flights and just totally destroy your flights within a couple weeks. I just can't afford to replace $13 flights every couple weeks. So when you eliminate the lip on the front of the dart, now your dart glides past the dart that's already in the board. It's not going to damage your flights. Your flights are going to last 20, 30 times as long. And you know what? One of the other benefits, you're not going to experience those like crazy deflections, because sometimes with a normal set of darts and you have this lip, they're going to hit the back end of your flight so hard, you're going to get some crazy deflections and you never know where your dart's going to end up. So when you eliminate the lip, pretty much they just glide past one another in the board. You can group your darts tighter and you'll probably see less wild deflections. So that's one of the reasons why I use this specialty point. Next, I want to talk about the length, and I think I'm going to have to stand up for that one, but I want to tell you guys why I use short points on my match darts. Okay guys, I'm standing up because it's a little bit easier to show you my grip. So the reason why I use a 26 millimeter point, and again, these are 26 millimeter Target Storm points, meaning 26 millimeters is protruding from the front of the barrel, 26 millimeters showing. The only reason I use a 26 millimeter point is because when I throw the dart, right when I release it, or right when I'm throwing it, that point is sticking right in the side of my ring finger. So yeah, that's the only reason I use it. I can't use a longer point because that would force my grip forward with a longer point. It just doesn't feel right. So I think I pretty much grip in the middle of the barrel. But yeah, that point is always sticking in my ring finger right when I throw it. Sometimes it might go right below, but not much. But pretty much that's my grip. And that's the only reason I use a 26 millimeter point. Now, a lot of the professionals will use longer points in order to group their darts tighter. However, I mean, come on, I've always used thin darts. If I can't group a 5.8 millimeter wide dart, I think I've got problems. I mean, these group tight enough anyway, so I can get away with a shorter point. But again, yeah, that's the only reason I use a short point, just because it sticks into the side of my ring finger. That's my grip. So yeah, that's why I use short points. Okay, guys, so let's talk about stems and flights, specifically flights. Now, I've probably been using smaller flights for the better part of 20 years. Going back in the day, I think I used Slims. 2015, I started using Cosmo, and it's always been a smaller flight. Now, the main reason for me using a smaller flight is because back in the day, I had a horrendous case of dartitis, and you guys have seen my videos. I have a horrible action. There's no denying that. As a matter of fact, horrible action might be putting it nicely. Yeah, my action's just jacked up due to dartitis, but to find a way around that, I've noticed that these smaller flights are way more forgiving for me. They travel through the air extremely quick, and they don't have a time, or these darts or these flights don't have time to react to my horrible action. They just travel so fast, and they get to the board in such a hurry, they pretty much just go dead straight. So that's why I've always used smaller flights pretty much just because of dartitis and my horrible action. These are very forgiving for me. However, everything has changed in the last, I don't know, what, 3-4 months, ever since I've been using Condors. Now, I can't explain it, but for whatever reason, Condor Axe Stem and Flight one-piece combo, these are the fastest stem flight combos I've ever thrown in my life. I know a lot of you guys use Condor Axe. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. But yeah, these things are just aerodynamically superior to anything I've ever used. Maybe it's the material as well. So with a Condor Axe, I can throw these things just as fast as I can a smaller flight. And on top of that, I get the added benefit of the stability of a standard size flight. So these are the standards. We can all admit a smaller flight, they're just not as stable. I think everybody knows that. A smaller flight's not stable through the air. Sometimes my darts would land at all sorts of different weird angles with a smaller flight. However, they would go fast and they would go straight. However, they land on the board, it was kind of random. But with the Condors, yeah, I get the benefits of a speed flight combined with the stability of a standard size flight. It's like the best of both worlds. So for the past 3 or 4 months, I've been using Condors. These are a medium, by the way, 27.5 millimeters. The only reason I use a medium is because I generally use longer barrels, so I don't need anything super long. The shorts are a little too short, so mediums are perfect for me. So that's the only reason why I use Condors, the speed in which they get to the board, and again, stability of a standard size flight. So that's why I use what I use. But let's get these things on the board. I'll throw them for a little bit and we'll do a wrap up here on the board. Here we go. Okay guys, quick wrap up on this video. Like I said in the beginning of the video, are the Sedlacek darts going to be my match darts? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm in no hurry to give up these $16 darts clearance darts. I'm throwing some of my all-time best stuff with them. So yeah, I'm just... I don't know, the best way I can put it is sometimes it really sucks being a darting YouTuber, especially as a player. Well, I used to play. You know, when I review 2-3 sets of darts every week, even my own match darts, whatever they may be, don't feel like my match darts. They just feel like another set of darts that I have to review. So, I mean, that's kind of that's the negatives of being a darting YouTuber. And I think that first one was a trouble one. I think other darting YouTubers will say the same thing. When you try so many different sets of darts, it doesn't do any favors for your overall game. It's really hard to do, guys. However, with that being said, man, I really like these darts. And again, big thank you to the subscriber that sold me these for pretty much about half the price of what they would have cost me in the store. So who knows, maybe in the future, I'll buy a complete brand new set, do a review on them, but you guys have seen them. 54 millimeters long, 5.8 millimeters wide, mild grip. So, I mean, what more do you want to know? It's a great basic set of darts, isn't it? And again, these Condors, they get to the board in such a hurry. I really have no explanation for it. Like I said, probably the material that they're made out of. They have these aerodynamic channels along the shaft. So great set of darts. If you haven't tried Condor Axe stem flight combos, put them on your list. I know they're expensive, but man, they're a game changer for me. So yeah, let me know. Comment down below if you want to leave a long comment. Let me know all the equipment that you use and why you use it. And I'd be interested to read it. So I guess that's it for the video, guys. I think it probably dragged on long enough. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's the video. Comment down below the equipment you use. Tell me why you use it and what you prefer. And should make for some interesting conversation, shouldn't it? So until next time, guys, we will see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one. Later.